Presenting Benny Goodman and his music.
Hey, everybody. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, everybody. Even those of you on YouTube and Twitch. This isn't working from home. We can broadcast on those today, too. Hey, Martin. Hey, Lori. Hello, Karen. Tracy and Karen. Hey, Beth and Denise. Yeah, it's not as cold as I was afraid it was going to be, but I haven't shoveled my car out yet, so... Hey, Kim. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Cindy and Jennifer.
Benny Goodman, ladies and gentlemen, the man with the torrid clarinet and the even more torrid
Morning,
band.
everybody. Hey, Bob, Amy, Katie, Vicky, Dana, Denise, and Octavio.
And first of all, one of Irving Berlin's greatest
Lisa and Pat, Doreen and Jennifer. Hey, Diane. Hey, Susan. Morning, Grace and Dina. Hey, Larry and Gail. Beverly. Hey, Michelle. I imagine you I imagine Minneapolis. The fact that I'm staying in because it's 12 degrees outside and I haven't shoveled out my car yet. It's rather silly. Hey, Lynn. Bob, I didn't notice you being out of line on Sunday, so it's alright on my part. Hey, Todd. Hey, Patty. Hey, Sarah and Jordana. Something goes on in the comments while I'm doing the presentation I don't really see. Yeah, you know, I'm fine with cold weather myself. I just haven't shoveled the actual shoveling process I have not gotten around to yet. Later today, maybe. Jordana, that's good to hear. Hey, Jen. Hey, Alex, Jenny, John. Oh, I know you do get into mischief in the comments. You all do. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Cindy, Todd over on Twitch. It's also cold in my house. The neighbors are not really cranking the heating. I'm sure I do miss a lot of stuff. Hey, Lenora. I could go back and read them all, but I very rarely do. Hey, somebody suggested, I had a thread going up on Twitter yesterday about things that happened in Chicago while Betty White lived here, which is like Capone took over, Leopold and Loeb's crime of the century happened while she was alive and living here. You know, it might be an interesting whole tour, just stuff that happened while Betty White was alive in Chicago. Hey, Mom, hey, Cindy, hey, Roy, hey, David, hey, Robert. That might be an interesting one. I have to do it pretty soon. I'm waiting to see if I gotta leave town next Thursday yet. I should know in a couple of days. We don't have a thermostat to touch in here. The upstairs neighbors control all the heating in this house.
Benny Goodman presents Helen Ward singing...
Hey, Nancy. Hey, Christine. Hey, Katie. We'll give it just another minute or so for everybody to get logged on. For some reason it's not showing me the numbers on here today. If you will, over on this page. Yeah, okay. We're all right. There they are. Hey, the two of you watching on YouTube. Most people are over on Facebook Live, which is normally where the only place you can see the morning mini tours when I'm out in the field. But today is going to be a work from home morning mini tour. Oh, Jerry, we have mini space heaters. I assure you. Betty White moved away from Chicago when she was like 4, so 1926 or so. A lot happened between 22 and 26, though. The fact that there was anybody still alive, anybody who was there for it and still alive last month is really kind of insane. Hey, Miles. Look who's here. I was just wondering where he was. Now, technically, that cat bed back over there was supposed to just be a floor pillow, but the cats seem to like it more than people do. Oh, my heart, without a lion, wherefore you're all I ever cared for with all my heart. All right, everybody, let's turn the Benny Goodman on off and go ahead and do our morning mini tour. So welcome along, everybody. I'm Adam Seltzer for Mysterious Chicago Tours. Normally on Mondays, I go out someplace and show a mural someplace in Chicago, but today it's like 10 degrees outside. I haven't gotten my car shoveled out yet. It's only a couple of inches, but some days you just don't get around to these things. But that gives me a chance to do things from home, and we get to cover things that I sure as hell couldn't cover around Chicago. We can go out into the field. In the past, we've covered artwork by Thomas Hart, by Giorgio de Chirico, and today we are going to cover Da Vinci. We're going to go all the way off to, what's this place called? The Plaza Vecchio in Italy, where you can see this enormous mural by Vasari, The Battle of Marciano. Now, here's the thing about this one, is in this massive mural up here, up towards the top, well, here's what the whole mural looks like, or at least a portion of it. I'll maybe make this a little bit bigger, as we're seeing like the whole plaza right here. So they wanted to show in this place various military victories, if that's the kind of thing you like. I can just imagine kind of really what a pain in the neck this would have been to paint. There's so many people to work into this. But the interesting thing about it, I'll see how much I can zoom this up, is towards the top here, there's this flag that's currently pointing right at my head, down underneath there. And if you were to zoom in on that even further, you can see that there's a legend written on the banner, Cerca Trova, which means search and you shall find, which some people have felt was a clue, because according to records, originally where this mural now stands, there was a Da Vinci mural. The Da Vinci mural was the Battle of Anjari. Now, there's a couple of copies of it that survive. This is by Peter Paul Rubens, probably based on some of an early sketch that Da Vinci might have done for it. And the detail on it is just great. Not only do you see the horses, but look at the guys' faces. Still not necessarily what I want to see when I come into a plaza, but I guess if you want to celebrate military victories, you might as well show it with all of the drama. Now, there are those who believe that the Cerca Trova means that Vasari, being a big supporter of Da Vinci, wouldn't have wanted to paint over that mural, and in fact might have actually put up a false wall in front of it to paint his own on, and that the Da Vinci might still be back there behind it. Apparently, Vasari had done things like this before. So about 10 years ago, there was a big movement to try to do some scientific work to see if that mural was still back there. They'd done a couple of drilling tiny holes from the other side of the wall, and said that they found black pigments that are similar to the ones that are used on the Mona Lisa by Da Vinci. So for a while, there was really a thing. We're going to do some x-rays, we're going to do all the high-tech investigating, but various bureaucracies got in the way of it. It's now been buried under red tape for a long time, and a year or two ago, it was announced that scientific investigation showed that there was probably never actually a Da Vinci painting on the wall there before to begin with. They say that, yeah, there might be some black pigment, but that was the same black pigment everybody was using at the time. There's no reason necessarily to think it was a Da Vinci. And of course, the scientists who have determined this are being portrayed as huge villains in the art world by people who believe that the mural that was originally there, or supposed to be there, might still be back behind it. Now, various people have come into office promising to get to the bottom of this, and then as soon as they get to the bottom, they get into office, they drop it. My suspicion is possibly because the science has kind of shown that not only is it not there, but it's possible that it never was there. It appears that Da Vinci might have tried to do a treatment on the wall and found that what he did wouldn't hold paint, so it never actually happened. And if you would just admit, no, there's no painting back there, that's really bad for tourism. People like me just absolutely love the story that maybe this little hidden thing, and you do have to wonder, if there's not a painting back there, what does he mean by painting Circa Trova onto there? Also with an arrow. It's very, really very Indiana Jones. Kind of like where they, particularly in The Last Crusade, where in that library in Italy and down underneath they find clues towards the Holy Grail. But... alright, yeah, horse butts. There you go, Octavio. Just like going to work. But alright, so that is one that I'd love to show you in more detail if we ever go to Italy. No plans currently on the books to go to Italy, though, so we shall see. Alright, everybody. So might as well go ahead and plug some of the upcoming stuff. So Thursday night, we're going to be doing Architects Gone Wild, because after all, rock stars of the 1970s had nothing on late 19th century architects. Then on Sunday morning, one of my favorite ones to cover, swindlers and con artists in Chicago history. We have had so many of those over the years, but so many great ones too. Some of them who started in the 19th century, survived up to the 1970s. And of course, we do mini tours here daily at 10 o'clock. I'll probably be back out in the field with the phone tomorrow. And Fridays at 6:30, we do Whiskey and a Cookie on the Patty Vasquez Show Facebook page. That's where we drink whiskey, eat cookies, and discuss the events of the week. So everybody, once again, thanks for joining me. I'm Adam Seltzer for Mysterious Chicago Tours. Everybody try to stay warm out there, try to stay safe, stay home as much as you possibly can, but most of all, everybody, you gotta stay spooky. Have a great day, everybody.